20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. A person's age is given by first making the sign old or even simply contacting the chin and then using the appropriate number. For example, 40 years old, 70 years old, 50 years old, 20 years old, 30 years old, 90 years old, 60 years old, 80 years old. For some signers, indicating ages with the numbers just introduced can have a different meaning depending on the facial expression that's used. Instead of meaning an exact age, it can mean, for example, in the 80s, in the 60s, in the 90s, in the 30s, in the 40s, in the 70s, in the 20s. Day, day. One day I was driving at 60 miles an hour. Other, other. I saw another car in front of me, and that meaning in front of me came from pointing to the front, weaving back and forth. Seems, seems. Drinking. This refers to drinking alcoholic drinks. Drinking. Drunk. Drunk. It seemed that the person driving was drunk. The car was weaving back and forth. Ready, ready. I came up behind the car and I was ready to pass it. Mirror, mirror. A cop or policeman. A cop or policeman. A flashing light on an emergency vehicle. A flashing light on an emergency vehicle. Here is the basic form of the sign look. To indicate looking up at a rear view mirror, make the sign like this. To look up. I looked up at the mirror. From context, you know that it's a rear view mirror, and saw a policeman's flashing light. I pulled over. Relieved, relieved. The policeman passed me and I was relieved. The policeman wanted the other car, not me. Lucky. Lucky. You may also see the sign lucky made like this. Lucky. To get a ticket. To get a ticket. You're lucky you didn't get a ticket. To pay. Pay. Here is another sign which means pay, but more specifically, to pay out of one's pocket. To pay out of one's pocket. A ticket. A ticket. Expensive. Expensive. That's true. You know that paying for a ticket out of your pocket is expensive. Suppose. Suppose. Speeding. Speeding. To charge. To charge. Suppose you were speeding. How much is the charge? To depend. Depend. Dollar. Dollar. Sure. Sure. It depends on how fast. $25? I'm not sure. Day. Seems. Other. Drinking. Drunk. Ready. Mirror. Cop or policeman. A flashing light. Relieved. Lucky. Lucky. To get a ticket. Pay. To pay out of one's pocket. Ticket. Expensive. Suppose. Speeding. To charge. Depend. Dollar. Sure.